welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Pierce playing very, very well. He has 8 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
Clippers leading by 5. Tipping off the second half. Here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Noah in at the center, locking down the middle.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
And the first one at the line is good. And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
And you see the way Blake Griffin plays, he is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
Right side Rose. The dish to Dunleavy. Butler from outside. And it's good. Butler's got 10 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkie embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Bulls trail by 10. Rose goes in. Here's Gasol. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
That's good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. The Clippers grab the miss. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pierce, good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for the Clippers. Redick with the three. They get it back. Bulls trail by 11. Three-pointer, Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's 13 points for Butler.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
The shot's good from Smith.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Paul kicks to Smith. Fade away, and Gibson sends it back.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Paul against Rose. Paul goes in. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
From deep. And that one's good. Crawford's got 5 points so far.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead, leading by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in... And the final period of play just about to start. Bulls trail by 8. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Johnson is out there with Griffin, and it's Aldrich in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Shot off the pick. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. Paul against Brooks. Paul goes in. Johnson wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. And Chicago shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. The shot by Heinrich no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Crawford kicks to Paul. Poked away. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jordan comes in for Cole Aldrich. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Johnson. Chicago also making some changes. Dunleavy's check in for Gasol. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. Paul pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. And the Clippers lead by 8. Paul's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Fires the 3. Paul grabs the board. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And stolen by Mirotic. Passes it to Brooks. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Clippers moving the ball around. Kept alive. Noah with the block. Crawford kicks to Paul. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
And the Bulls with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now the feed to Mirotic. The pass to Rose. Back to Mirotic. And again, Chicago. No good. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're
Yep.
right. Paul's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Rose attacking. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Rose has got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
Timeout for the Clippers.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 8. 1:22 left in the fourth. And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Gasol's checked in. Redick against Butler. Paul outside. Jordan against Noah. 5 to shoot. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Pierce. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it. We've seen some good numbers for Butler. He's got 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And an intentional foul right there. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And the Bulls with possession. And here's Rose outside, and again, no good by Chicago. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. The shot by Redick, no good.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
So the Clippers with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show.